Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Data's in Control podcast. My name is Brian and I'm the founder of Data's in Control. Today, let's talk about money. Money can be the source of a lot of resentment in a relationship. It can be the cause of a lot of fights. It can be the demise of a lot of relationships. But money can also strengthen a relationship. Money can also be great. Money can also bring joy. It really depends upon how you look at money. You see, money is energy. And in my household, money is positive energy. So I want to tell you a story about money in my household. Rewind back about 7 or 8 years, and things were going great. The bills were being paid. We had money to spend. We went on vacations. We did fun things. And we never really questioned it. And then something happened. My wife got sick. My wife got cancer. She was ridden in the hospital. Then all of a sudden, things got tight. We got scared. I got scared. I didn't tell my wife. I couldn't tell my wife. How could I? How could I put this burden on her while she's fighting, while she's struggling for her life? Well, fast forward a few more years, cancer's gone, my wife is fine, she's thriving. But after that really changed our perspective of a few things. We had to get back on track. So, we enlisted the help of an expert, a good friend of ours that was a financial guru. And this is what he did for a living. So we invited him into our house. He came over and he asked us a few questions. Do you have a budget? I looked at my wife. She said, no. Do you know how much money you have? Do you know how much cash flow you have? No. Suddenly, I didn't like this game. After a few more questions, he pulled out a piece of paper and put it on the table. He says, okay, this is your starting point. You need to fill this out. And I looked at this questionnaire and it was detailed. It asked everything. It was a money worksheet. It was a health sheet. It was the fundamentals. So he left, and he left us with this homework. And before he left, he scheduled another appointment for the next week. So my wife and I took out our day planners and we scheduled some time in our busy days so that we can go over this worksheet together. The day came. We sent the kids to the babysitter, to the grandparents for a play date. And we opened up our laptops, each of us to our own respective bank accounts because they were separate at that time, and proceeded to turn our laptops around and give full access to the other person with the premise that we weren't going to judge the other person. We weren't going to make snidey comments. We weren't going to be that person, to make the other person feel bad. Well, a few minutes into the exercise, my wife looks at me and says, did you know you spent $64 in the past 2.5 weeks at Tim Hortons? I felt small inside. But she wasn't judging me. She was asking me if I knew. So I said, yeah, I know. It's cold outside and I like warm coffee. And the coffee that we keep in the house isn't really that good. She says, you don't need to tell me. I'm just bringing this to your attention. Suddenly, the exercise got easier. We went through the past 2 months' transactions. And we filled out this worksheet completely, 100%. So when the time came and our financial expert came back, we felt great. Our worksheet was done. Our work was done, right? Wrong. So he came back, he sat down, and we gave him our worksheet, proud as punch. And he said, great. Now, guys, the next step, you need to develop a budget. Well, how do I do that? And he took the time and he walked us through the steps. You see, I've never done a budget before. I had no idea where to start. I had no idea what to do. And guess what? He had a worksheet for it. So we took the sheet that we filled out and we scheduled another money date. And we worked hard. My wife and I, we worked hard and we developed a budget that we both felt good about. And at the end of it, we realized we had some extra money. What were we going to do with it? Let's put it into savings. Now, since then, these money dates that we've coined are now a weekly part of our schedule. Now, we're not perfect. Our lives are busy. And I would be lying to tell you that we meet every single week. But we almost every week do the same exercise. We analyze where we're spending our money. We talk about what we want. We talk about our financial goals. We talk about our family goals. We talk about where we want to be and where we want to go. And then we strategize. And if we have to reappropriate funds, we do. And let me tell you, since we started doing this, since the beginning of this exercise, it has become so much easier. I have nothing to hide. I don't have any hidden bank accounts. I don't have anything that my wife doesn't see. So that's prompted us to open a few joint bank accounts that we use for strategic reasons. Now, money in my household has become a positive conversation. It's one that we include our kids on. I mean, after all, as parents, what better lesson to teach than how to treat your money, how to handle your money, how to save your money, how to budget your money, right? My kids watch us have these conversations, and I'd like to think that they admire it. Maybe not right now, but later in life, they'll look back and they'll see their parents sitting there strategizing at how they can improve their financial health and where the money needs to be located and how we're going to afford to pay for the next vacation or the renovations or the new car or whatever. So you see, money as energy can be negative or positive. How in your life do you treat money? Where is your mindset at? And I mean, money mindset is a broad topic and probably another conversation for this podcast. But today, in your relationship, think about it. Are you hiding stuff from your wife? Do you have a secret bank account that she doesn't know about that you use to do things that maybe she wouldn't approve? Or are you honest, upfront, and you share what you want with your wife and she shares what she wants? And there's no judgment. You pick which sounds better. Which relationship with money and your spouse do you want? Because I tell you, the foundations, the fundamentals of this really do help improve your marriage, your relationship, the communication, the general practice of communicating. So that's it. It seems easy, right? Well, let me tell you, it takes a while, but it does become easy. So that's all I have. That's it. If you want to carry on this conversation, if you want to join the discussion, please join our Facebook group, our private Facebook group for men. Head on over to dadisincontrol.com and click the button to join our private Facebook group. Also, I'm proud to announce the release of our new program, the Kick Off the Couch session. For those of you who want to take the next step, who are ready to take action, this session is the starting point. It's the foundations. In this 60 to 90 minute session, we're going to develop your why. We're going to develop goals. We're going to develop action steps on how you can achieve these goals. There's going to be accountability and there's going to be support. And if you want to find out more about this session, head on over to dadisincontrol.com/start. Fill out the application and we'll start the discussion. Until next time, guys, have a great day.